All right, what's going on, guys? We are still here in the outskirts of the town of, or I guess the city. It's one of the bigger cities in Belize. The city of San Ignacio here in western Belize. We're on the banks of the Macal River. Did some microfishing here this morning. We're back for session number 2 of the day. We're gonna do some more traditional type of fishing here. Gonna be throwing around some lures. Goal is to get some type of cichlids. I saw a couple cichlids here this morning when I was here microfishing. Couldn't catch any of those, and I didn't really see any big ones. Most of the ones I saw were on the smaller side, kind of maxed out at maybe 4 inches or so, and then several smaller than that. So goal is to get some cichlids here. Gonna start on the bank. Might wade the river later if that gives us a better chance of catching some fish, but let's see what happens. Alrighty, so I'm going to get started throwing around this Nico caddis fly on a 1/32 ounce jig head. I think it's 1.5 inches long, which I mean isn't long, but it's bigger than something I should probably be using for a lot of the fish that are in here. Like I said, I've only really seen small ones. If we have to scale down, we will, but let's flip that around and see if we can get into some fish. Got him. First fish of the day. Let's take a look at this guy. Alright, so first fish came kind of just jigging this under this log. First cichlid. It's not a new one for my life list because this is going to be a Salvini cichlid, aka a tricolor cichlid, native to Belize. But these guys have been introduced in South Florida, and I've caught, I don't even know, several dozen of these guys in South Florida. They're a little bit rarer in South Florida than a lot of the other cichlids, but if you know where to look, you can still catch a lot of them. Got him. That's a nice fish. See if we can land him and not lose him in some of these branches here. This is going to not be a Salvini because I don't believe Salvinis get this big, and he's trying to get into those branches on the left, and he is trying hard, and I think he succeeded. I think he wrapped me up in the branches here. Is he still on? I don't think so. Yep, pretty sure I lost that guy. So let's try to get my lure back here, and we'll re-rig and keep fishing if I break off here. Nope, he's still on, but he is in here deep. No, he's still on. Come on. He is all sorts of wrapped up in there. Oh, that's just a Mayan. You kidding me? All right, do I want to get in there and get this guy out? Got him. All right, let's get him on the bank here. This is disappointing, but let's take a look at him. Yeah, so once he got me in those bushes, he kind of stopped pulling for a few seconds, and I was sure I lost him. But yeah, I ended up catching him. This is going to be a Mayan cichlid, the most common introduced cichlid species in Florida. So I really don't like these guys, but it is cool to catch my first ever out of their native range. They've been found here essentially for their entire lives, and they've only been introduced in South Florida within the last 50, 70 years or something like that. So it's cool to get one in their native range. But so far, both cichlids we've caught are not new additions to the life list. So let's get them back and let's keep fishing. Got him. No. Let's get him out of there. He's trying to pull. That's another Mayan. Is it the same Mayan? I don't even know. Third fish of the day, another Mayan. All right, third fish of the day. It's our second Mayan cichlid. I think it's a different individual. I don't think we caught the same one twice. This one I think is a little bit smaller. But out of all the fish I could catch in Belize, this is the one I really didn't want to catch just because I've already caught so many of these in South Florida, and I hate catching these guys in South Florida to begin with. So one was cool because that was in its native range, but now all the other ones are not really cool at all. Got a little one. It's going to be a little Salvini. Yeah, so I was making a couple casts over here toward this bush thingy, and I kept getting a couple small hits. However, no hookup, so I walked a little bit closer just because I got snagged and I had to loosen my lure off the branch. And then I started jigging it here, and it looks like we got ourselves a little Salvini. So 2 Salvinis, 2 Mayans, neither of which is all that cool because I've caught both of them in Florida. But there are other cichlids in here. So let's get this one back and let's keep going, try to find one of those guys. Got him. That's another Mayan, man. Alright, so this guy's going to be our third Mayan cichlid of the day. The action here is very, very slow with these guys. I can see thousands of those Macal tetras. But outside of that, any larger fish are really non-existent. We're getting a couple of them, but unfortunately they are not the cooler ones that I was looking for. So yeah, Mayan cichlid number 3. Let's get him back and let's hope we can get something else. Got him. What is this? This could be something else. Hope it's not a Mayan or a Salvini. Oh, this is something else. I just also think I've caught this one before. Alright, so I believe this is going to be a redhead cichlid, if I am not mistaken. But these guys have also been introduced in Florida. Not as widespread as the Mayans. Actually, the Salvinis are probably even more widespread than these guys. But I believe that's what it is. And I have caught these before. So I think this is a redhead. Gonna try to double check later. Might be a little difficult to find out. But this is also not the species that I'm going after. Alright guys, so that's going to do it, and unfortunately this went a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be easy because this river is rather featureless. It's mostly just a uniform depth all the way across with no real big rocks or logs or whatnot, but I thought in the couple spots that were slightly different, I thought there would have been a lot of cichlids there, and that just wasn't the case. Picked up a couple of them. Was it 2 Salvinis, 3 Mayans, and 1 redhead, if I'm not mistaken. And unfortunately all those were ones that I've caught in Florida. There are several other cichlids here that have not been introduced in Florida. Those are the ones I've been trying to catch, and unfortunately that didn't work out this session. So it was a tough one, but that's the way it goes sometimes. It was kind of cool to catch all three of these species in their native range as opposed to where they're non-native and introduced, like in South Florida. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my little mango smoothie here. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.